Hello, in this video, I will be going over the verb phrase practice on your study guide. So in question one, you were asked to underline the verb phrase, including a main verb and helping verb that you see in the following sentences. So the key is you want to make sure that you find something that has not only that main verb, which is the main action word in the sentence, but also a helping verb to go along with it. In the first sentence, Gregor has been climbing in his room. Your full verb phrase is has been climbing. So I'm going to underline that whole thing. My action verb, or excuse me, my main verb is climbing. And I actually have two helping verbs. Has and been are both helping verbs. The second sentence is his family must have been listening at the door. And again, I want to underline my whole verb phrase. Now, this is a very long one actually, but the whole phrase is must have been listening. Very long. And the reason why is because not only do I have the main verb over here, listening, but I also have three helping verbs, must, have, and been. So sometimes you can have multiple helping verbs in a row. That's the main thing you should learn from that particular example. In this second example, you were looking to highlight the verb phrase that is interrupted in the following sentence. So the key here is to find a verb phrase where the helping verb and the main verb are separated in some way. I have a couple examples in here of verb phrases where that's not the case. So these should not be underlined, even though they are verb phrases. So an example of this would be had moved. That whole thing is a verb phrase. Had would be your helping verb. Moved would be your main verb, but they are not separated anyway. They are right next to each other. Now, that is not the case with what I have at the beginning of the sentence. Was quickly blurting. You should have noticed this part. So was is your helping verb in this case. I'm going to highlight that. Blurting is your main verb. But you're going to notice that they are separated from each other. Quickly is not a part of the verb phrase. So in fact, you should not have it highlighted. It is an adverb that just interrupts the verb phrase and splits those two words apart. So that is what you should have highlighted for your second question. And in this last question, I asked you to list some additional examples of helping verbs apart from the ones given above. Now, in fact, the list I have here does include some of the words above. It is your complete list of helping verbs for the most part. There might be a few missing from here, but any and all of the helping verbs on here you could include in your list. I'm not going to read them off to you, but feel free to pause this video if you want to add any of them to what you have listed already. Otherwise, that is all I have for you. Email me if you have any questions about this.